Good morning, everyone. It is time for a new game of angels. Sleeping or not sleeping. Not doing whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing. Um, Last week we left off on a cliffhanger. Oh, that was a noise.
That was just me.
Oh, it was Maddie. No, it was Maddie.
Oh,
Maddie, thank
I
you.
think
But yeah, welcome to the game, guys. We're playing 5e homebrew game made by me in my head. Thank you to their sponsors, Roll20. So Nerdware, who we have on stream today. Hi, Maddie.
Hey.
I've got all my stuff. Look, see? And Devoner for sponsoring the channel. If you guys want to go over to the Patreon, you can help support things there. And as always, we have a Discord. If you guys want to go around and introduce yourselves, we can start with Maddie since he's the guest today.
Oh. Me? Okay. Hi. Hey fam, I'm Maddie, and I'm here to play Gold Dragon. I'm excited. He's ancient, man.
he an old boy.
For real. So, yeah. That's what I'm here for.
We can go with his new best friend next, Alucard.
Well, this is going to go well for me. I've made my bed now. I must lie in it. Hello there, everybody. Phoenix24Fem here. Today I'm going to be playing Alucard, the gender nonconforming blue dragonborn battlemaster fighter / paladin / possibly regretting the small note of flavor text that I added just randomly in my backstory. This is what I get for trying to get a good backstory.
Don't give the DM something if you don't want them to use it against you later.
I should know this by now, and yet here we are.
We'll learn.
Morgan.
Oh, hey, I am Ray. I am playing an Nephilim Blood Hunter. I swear I'm here.
There's a lot of energy in this room, I'm telling you.
We're all
I'm
tired today.
sorry, I'm exhausted right now.
I feel you.
Me
I
and
feel
her
you.
both work third shift.
And I got 2 hours of sleep, so.
I feel you. I feel you.
Pashini.
Can't remember when I actually got like 6-8 hours sleep. I play as Pashini, a little dick centaur druid. She is a dream druid, and she makes friends with big, giant, scary things, such as the dragon. And she's gonna let Alucard get eaten by the dragon, because the dragon is her friend. That she thinks is her friend. Either way, if she gets eaten, she has a way out. So, you know, I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Famous words of the bard every time.
Well, she has escape plans. I mean, only like bring her to where she last rested, but you know.
I see her.
Hi, I'm Makara, or Philip, playing Sir Palander, the tiefling war cleric, who has a plan to hopefully make this dragon maybe like us and not try and eat us. Because I may be fire resistant, but I'm not fire freaking proof.
And I'm Ori. I'm the DM. I introduced this wonderful dragon that they totally were supposed to meet right now. Yeah. This wasn't supposed to be like 5 sessions from now, no. Thank you, botched teleport spell from nameless orc NPC wizard. Great, thanks. I'm gonna have to talk to your supervisor. My name's Karen.
Karen, like a CR like 23 creature we'll have to deal with later.
Karen's kind of a CR27. Yeah, that haircut is vicious.
God.
Cut
Listen,
through anything.
I had that haircut once before by accident. The looks you get as a Karen.
Oh, I give that look a lot.
I love you. All
I
right.
love you too.
Okay, so last week you guys had spoken to the Archangel Oriel in the sanctuary of the Grey Keep, and she let you guys know some things and requested
Pashini hugged her.
and Pashini hugged her and almost set on fire. And
But didn't.
didn't. And a seer and I believe it was, I think Alucard realized some stuff was going on with her in regards to her tattoos and the seals. She requested you guys go and check on Magnus, who is missing, and check on the Queen of Volanthian, Nadine, a Nephilim that you guys are familiar with. Due to circumstances of what is going on, it's very possible she's in danger. So, you guys were going to head to do that, but you can't magically teleport into that country. Thank you, previous vampire prince who decided to screw everybody over with their magical teleportations. The country's warded against that. So you guys teleported to the island Caput Draconis in order to get there by nameless orc NPC wizard who didn't know what he was doing. He landed you guys on the rim of a volcano on this island, and on this island was rumored to be a vampire, a dragon. That'd be terrifying. A dragon who hasn't been seen in a very long time. No one knows what color scale he is. No one knew what his name was, other than Lord of the Mountain. Even Alenza, the head of the Grey Watch, an elf that's several hundred years old, doesn't know who he is, as she moved to this side of the world a long time ago, but not before he went to sleep. You guys woke him up when you landed on the rim of the volcano. A few days getting down the mountain and getting down into the abandoned village, and you sleep in a temple, and you wake up in the middle of the night, or a seer sees him snaking through the town looking for you guys. And then Pashini runs out and hugs him, and then he opened his mouth either to speak or eat her or breathe fire on her. Nobody knows which, and that's where we left off.
I mean, she was planning on hugging him. She hasn't hugged him yet.
Oh, I thought you were hugging him. My brain died, sorry.
She's moving up the scale that she got.
And for where Asir is right now, he's moved away from the door and the shield and Warhammer that's still by the door, because he doesn't want to fight this thing.
Yeah, big scary ancient dragon.
Just literally gonna go like, so do you want your scale back, or do you want me to stick it back on your nose? Because I don't want to take it if you don't let me have it.
Who are you?
I'm Pashini.
That's a voice.
Yeah. She's just gonna go. So, this scale is outside a cave, and I think it fell off your nose because you got a missing scale right there. And she points, even though he's clearly can't see by the looks of it. And it's like, do you want it back? Because I could try to stick it on.
No.
Okay. Is it okay if I have it?
Because I'm very, very small. I'm like the size of the edge of your claw. I'm only 8 inches high.
I don't know what an inch is.
As big as one of your little nose scales.
I forgot what they look like.
This is gonna be slowly edging towards, just trying to not be threatening. And he is very aware that plate armor is probably clanking a little bit. We're just edging towards the dragon slowly.
Alucard is
I
walking right up to the dragon, just very calmly.
I smell something.
Oh yeah, they're my friends. You got a big giant dragonborn, and then
You wait. Take those words out of your mouth. Dragonborn?
Okay, he's just a giant lizard that has no relations to the dragons at all.
Thank
He's the
you.
lizard boy.
Lizard boy sounds good. Dragon. I smell you, lizard boy.
I
I
imagine you would.
also smell my finger. That's terrible. So terrible.
I am genuinely fucking scared right now. But yeah.
I am genuinely staying back. I am not a person.
I'm not. Genie likes this.
As gonna kind of steal himself and go, Ancient One. I believe I may be able to help you if you will allow me to.
You want to help me?
Yes.
Are you attempting to bribe me in any way?
No. This is an apology for waking you up. If
Oh.
you will allow me to.
Sure. Go ahead.
And is gonna walk slowly up and go, if you will allow me to, this will take some time and I will require to be able to touch you.
Why do you need to touch me?
I believe I can see that you cannot see. And my intention is to hopefully, if this works, make you able to see again.
You think so highly of yourself.
No, I think so highly of you, that such an ancient, noble being as yourself should not be blind to the world through a sense. You'll be able to enjoy every sense that you have.
Well, you know what? I've got time. Go ahead. Do your thing, young one.
Goes
And-
back to sleep for 5 more centuries.
And I will walk up to this ancient dragon, slowly lay hands on and
As-
begin casting Regenerate.
As he's putting his, just as he touches Pasheen, he's just going,
And now he's touching you.
He can feel, not see.
And so just slowly start casting, start focusing, and planning on doing the entire hour duration if the dragon will allow him to.
Sure. What's an hour? Well, while this is happening, let's get to know the rest of your friends.
Okay,
Lizard
I-
boy. Who
I'm right here.
are your friends?
Are you asking me, Ancient One?
Is there another lizard boy here?
I don't want to be disrespectful. I did not know if you wanted them to speak for themselves or me to introduce them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe. And he'll just point his nose just dead on to where Alucard is. Kind of like his molten gold eyes just kind of squint in his direction. I think you'll be a little busy. And Alucard, can you make a I'm sorry. Is that a wisdom? Wisdom saving throw, please.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
22.
22 is not enough.
That's what I figured. I think it's like 23 or 24.
24.
So close.
So, yeah. You want to get away from me bad. You're frightened.
I just can't move closer to you, correct? I'm scared
Yeah,
of you.
you are scared of me. So,
Then
we'll do that. And, now, tiny thing, what's your name?
My name's Pashini, and I'm a little tiny centaur, and I come from the Fey realms.
Oh, the
And this
Fey
is
realm.
Steve. But Steve is hiding away. He's a tiny little tree.
I'm just a little tree, and I've only been alive like 3 weeks. Don't eat me, Mr. Dragon Man.
What is that voice?
My name is Steve.
But we're
Oh.
very tiny, so we have very tiny, tiny, tiny voices. When I get big just like you, I'll have a very big voice like you.
You're going to get big like me.
Yes, I want to be very big.
Oh. Well, anything's possible. You say you come from the Feywild?
Yep.
Anything is possible.
I
And
think massively accurate for at this point the 7 body parts are being restored, so his toes actually being restored because use the regenerate spell at this point.
Okay.
that feels weird. What's going on there?
Basically, just looks.
I was like, your toe is growing back.
You just hear it like clap.
Huh.
Are you a tree, Mr. Dragon? Because usually plants grow things back, and I've never heard of, things growing things back. But I'm only like 3 weeks old, so I don't know.
3 weeks. I've had farts longer than 3 weeks. And then I smell one more. They're quiet. Who are you?
Talking to Marek.
Oh, Maddie, I'm gonna message you while you're talking to her.
Okay.
I am Morgan.
Morgan. Okay. You? You smell familiar. You smell like the people. Where are my people?
I apologize. I do not know.
Oh no. How long have I been sleeping?
It seems a very, very long time. You were asleep in the giant volcano, and you look like a goldfish because of your scales, because they're so shiny and pretty. But then you're a dragon, so you weren't a goldfish.
Goldfish. I don't know what that is.
They're very pretty, just like you.
Oh. That is not something I've been called. Ever.
Well, it's a good thing. So, yeah.
And she does a thumbs up, even though you can't see. She's just like,
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping the spell regenerates his eyes so we can.
Where? Damn.
Who are your people?
My people, they're like you. They are your kind. They were good. They were beautiful. They were kind.
Do you have any names?
The only name I remember. Chaubert. He was kind. He was beautiful. That was a long time ago.
Shizuka-nima.
Does that name ring a bell at all whatsoever? Like,
You can
any-
roll a history check. You don't know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I do not know who that is. I have not heard that name before.
It is okay. Why? Wait, say. Why? Yes, that's the question. Why are you here?
We got teleported and the teleportation didn't work. And I told everybody teleportations don't work because Pashini doesn't work with teleportation. And we're trying to get to...
and she just kind of just like forgets, and she just looks at like Morrigan.
Trying
like-
to get to Olanthia.
Yeah, that one.
She just points.
Lanthia. It's just across the sea. It's not difficult. You all seem capable. Why can't you teleport there?
Because magic doesn't work. You can't teleport into the place because some stupid little chomper decided to be an asshole.
In common?
Yeah, she probably said like most of that, and so it was like,
Oh, that's right. There was a vampire who did it bad. And he made the magic not work from the outside so that you couldn't go in, but you can do magic inside. So you can't teleport into the country. So that's why we teleported into your volcano. And then that's when you woke up.
Morgan, you know that that's not entirely correct.
I just let it, like I'm like a little bit too terrified right now. I just like let it fly.
You know that Nadine's father's the one that placed the magical
Right.
teleportation, like the
Yeah.
magic warding against everything on it.
That's what Pashini knows.
A vampire?
Yeah, I think so.
What of...
They have sharp pointed teeth and they drink blood, but they can't drink blood from Pashini because Pashini's too small and then I wouldn't be very tasty.
Oh, boy. You're a lot for such a little thing.
Yeah, but I'm super powerful.
she does like the gun.
Right. Very a lot.
She goes, sounds can be very deceiving. Also looks, but you can't look at the moment. So it's just the sounds.
And she just wags her little tail. This is exciting for her. She's talking to a dragon.
Ignore my rolls. Just keep doing what you're doing. Oh shit.
Girl, what you doing?
Nothing
gotta-
good apparently.
I know.
I'm
like
3 types of scared right now. I'm 4 types scared right now. I was scared the spell's not gonna work as I'm hoping. Scared of the sheet. What the hell is doing? I was scared the dragon. Scared the DM.
That's a lot of ones,
It
dude.
is a lot of ones. I don't trust Roll20 right now.
Alucard's just
Pashini
stopped where
gets
they're
eaten,
at.
teleports. Dinner!
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, Maddie, there is another Nephilim standing there. He smells an awful lot like one of them as well. Kind of like Morgan does. A specific breed of angel kind of smells like.
2 of you.
He hasn't said a word, he's just watching.
That one's Grumble. He's very grumpy. He tried to make me stop talking. And it wasn't very nice because his hand's stinky.
His hands are stinky.
Yeah.
You guys see Naval just look at his hands and be like, what?
Like, he put his entire hand on my face and I couldn't breathe. It was very mean.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything.
Well, my finger is growing back. You seem to be doing something over there with all the touching.
He's talking to you, Asir.
As is more kind of telling this one, and just kind of trying to move his head so that Duncan can sense that he's not in agreement, but focusing entirely on the spell because he's very aware that he's very small, like he's a big
He's
dragon.
nodding his head.
Good.
I mean, she nods her head and she was about to say, just like me, but like, that's not how. She kind of stops herself.
I guess I should thank you for waking me up.
You're welcome. I hope you had a very nice sleep.
I do not know.
How can you not know if you had a very good sleep? You've been asleep for a very long time, apparently.
Yes, but telling the passage of time, when you have lived as long as I've lived, is difficult.
Naval says amen to that.
Alucard just sort of pipes up at this point. While I'm assuming because of the frightened is still in effect, and I haven't had time to save again from it.
Go ahead and roll a save, sorry. I didn't even think about it.
I'm not expecting to pass this, because it's absurdly high DC. Yeah, no. 13's not going to pass the save.
Oh, it only lasts for a minute, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
also
okay.
that minute's long gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
But he's
really
still
just it was really more just a nudge. Yeah.
Alucard will pipe up and ask, "Can I come forward?"
You may, lizard boy.
May I set my weapons down in front of you? No aggression, no offense. I just want to I want to be as clear about what is happening because you cannot see, and I do not want to be disrespectful. I want to describe what I am doing in full detail so that you know what is happening.
Keep your weapons. I am not afraid of you. I am not
Yes,
afraid.
you can squash us like a bug.
I'm not afraid of you scratching me with my own claw.
I'd always wondered whether my uncle was telling the truth about this.
Your uncle was a coward.
I would probably agree with you with that.
So speak. What do you want to say?
You said that the passage of time is difficult for you. Or at least telling it.
Yes.
What's the last thing you remember? If that is hard to do, I can share one of my own things as an example.
I remember having an argument. A disagreement, I don't remember what of or what about. I just remember going back to the volcano. The sanctuary for my true form. But I spent many years amongst the people. I went back. I don't know why. There was an argument. And then being in this body, this immense form, is tiring. I fell asleep. Angry. Sad. Alone.
Well, you're not alone anymore. You have Bashini and Steve. I will live for a very long time.
Friend, Mr. Dragon, if you won't set me on fire.
So I have to ask.
Oh, Steve.
Does anybody in this room right now have any like gems on them?
Naval does.
I have 2 diamonds.
No, Shini doesn't. She has pretty paint though. She can paint his scales pretty colorful.
The wait. Am I?
Actually,
starting...
on Naval, he's wearing black armor, right, Maddie? He's got like matte black armor, and on the armor, he's got a wolf's head on the breastplate that has 2 red eyes, ruby eyes that seem to like glow no matter what light hits them.
Well, any gems that are in the room are now glowing brighter than they've ever glowed before. And
The beacons have been lit.
and wait. That is a weird sensation.
Can you see now, Mr. Dragon?
A little bit. I see the glow. Red glow. And he begins to like lick his lips and kind of drool just a little bit.
You don't want to eat these. I can promise you that. Oh, great gold dragon. They'll give you indigestion. These gems have seen war. You can smell. I don't know how to describe it other than just the smell of war on him.
I am. Your magics are working. I am impressed. You're so...
Spells rolling off his back. Just going and going and going.
You're so young. Though you smell of... You smell of... hellfire.
He's one of those tiefling thingies, but I don't know if his parents were a demon or a devil because I can't tell the difference between the two. They're very confusing.
How does a group like yours get together?
Well, the dirt mummy sent me on a mission, so then I ended up joining everybody here. And then everybody thinks I'm incompetent. But I'm not incompetent. I'm a very competent person. And I'm very powerful. And she just like, oh. We got into a meeting.
Was that Dirt Mummy? Did you say Dirt Mummy?
Yeah, Dirt Mummy. She's like this big god. And she's very nice. And she helps everybody.
You can roll me whatever stat it is. I'm having a moment for religion with advantage.
Is that me?
Yeah, I don't remember what stat that
Intelligence.
is. Intelligence.
Okay. Can you do that from? Oh, I
You
don't
should
know.
just be able to roll intelligence.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not great with the roll 20, so
Off of the D&D Beyond sheet or the Gold Dragon, whichever one.
it's
Is it?
I'm just not sure how to do it from the monster stat and D&D Beyond. That's not doing anything. So
Hold on.
what's
Here,
the?
I'll just give you the sheet and roll 20. There you go.
What's the? Okay. Right. Okay. What am I doing here? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't use this thing ever. So, hold on. What do you type in the chat to roll? Is it R
Yeah.
slash?
It's slash R space.
Slash R.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Slash R space, and then 1d20 plus whatever.
Okay. I'll just do that. Okay, and then intelligence is a +4, so dirty 20.
She's probably referring to the Earth Mother.
Dirt mommy. I see.
Yes. She's very nice, but she's kind of sleeping at the moment. And when I'm done here, I will go and protect her. And Steve will be big, and he will protect her too.
I'm gonna be the biggest tree ever, and they're gonna regret the day they stepped on me.
Yeah, and then when we're both very big, we'll go smash. And we'll start squishing people because they were mean to Steve and me because I'm tiny. But of course, we would only do it if the dirt mommy tells us to.
Yeah, only if the dirt mommy tells us to, yeah.
This is a motley crew, if I've ever witnessed one.
Your vision's coming back more now.
Look at you.
He probably sees like the tiniest little blob. Like blur.
Naval
Right
is
now.
just blackness with like that stark white face of his. Just think Critical Role Vax, except for shorter hair.
Pashini just looks like what a cat would be in size.
Lizard boy,
Yes.
you look more formidable than your uncle too.
I will take that as high praise from you, Ancient One. I figure you wouldn't try and bullshit us at this moment, and you are more than capable of squashing us if you wanted to.
I do not wish to squash you. I do not wish to harm you.
I didn't think so either.
I am more curious than anything. Why you were here, who you were. Once I got to the village, wondering where the people. It's not like they're humans. They don't just die out. So,
Maybe somebody took them.
did they leave, or...
You guys haven't heard much of anything at all about the people that used to live here. Even Alenza didn't know anything. It might be worth asking Nadine's father or Magnus. If you find Magnus.
Right.
You
I can tell you how we got here if you'd like.
Yes. Proceed.
The young one, I believe, the smaller one, rather, because she's not that young, to be honest, though her size might say otherwise. She's told you, we attempted to come here from the north using teleportation. It went awry, and we landed at your volcano, and we disturbed your sleep. As far as my role in this is, I am here to protect all of them. If it required my life, so be it. That is what I do as a guardian. That is all I have ever been, at least for the past 40 years, somewhere around there. I've lost track, to be honest. That is why I am here.
40 years.
I imagine it means nothing to you, my dear dragon.
That is a blink of the eye.
And yet we seem to share some of the same pains. And sort of just removes the gauntlets from their arms and just sort of shows like scars and pains. And you can see like they take off the flowers, and it's probably a similar level of like jittery and like holding back a lot of pain in their arms, just looking up at the dragon.
The flowers
Similar.
have a huge divine sense to them.
That is feeling I have not felt in a very long time either. But then again, what hasn't been a very long time? Huh.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is mainly to the DM. It's using the spell dream. I know it doesn't specifically say anything, but is it possible for Pashini and the dragon to go into a trance-like state to see what he saw before he went to sleep?
I'll
So
allow it for rule of cool. I don't know for sure
like,
if it actually
just-
is possible, but I'll allow it.
I was reading it a couple of times, and I was just like, it doesn't really say. It just says like you're technically a messenger, and the creature does not need to be asleep, but they can be asleep as well. It's just this weird thing.
Fae fuckery.
Yeah, because Kashini kind of also wants to be able to see the what she assumes are either Nephilim or like angels in whatever the village was, and that's the easiest way she can think of to get to the dragon. But
Okay.
just want to know if that's okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Mr. Dragon. I have a spell, and I'm very good with dreams. I can walk through dreams, and I can use this spell to put us both in a trance that can help me see what you saw before you went to sleep. And maybe there might be something before you went to sleep that could help us find your people. But I don't know if it will work. And I was wondering if it's okay if I could do that. You'll wake up after the spell ends. I promise. You won't go to sleep at all.
Well.
But only if you want. I don't want to invade on your privacy.
You know, you're... You've all given me a gift. Well, a few. I was sleeping for much too long. Thankfully, that is no longer the case. I have my finger, I have my sight. I am grateful. Yes,
Yeah.
do what you wish.
Would this be the point where the regenerate spell has run its complete course?
I'll say yeah. You're done with the spell. You can back away from the dragon.
Just slowly back up. It's still clanking.
Pashini just kind of just hops up.
And she's like, okay, I'm here. I don't know how much you can see, but I'm going to touch your claw now.
And she touches it, and you probably feel like the most tiniest touch ever. That's probably like you
It's
just
like when
barely
you have
feel
a
it.
hair on your arm or something, and it's just tickling you, and you can't find it, but it's like it's there. You know it is.
Wow, you're so small.
Yeah.
Just as Circa finally just collected was asking.
Yeah, and she's gonna cast Dream and send them both into a trance-like state.
Maval's just like, oh god, here we go. I'm gonna go sit down.
and what the party sees, like the little like effect that happens, is she closes her eyes and it just almost looks as like it looks like little star particles a tiny bit. She's dreaming, and usually it's at nighttime when she dreams, so it's just like that tiny little effect, and it just looks very cute and pretty. So yeah, she wants to find what happened before he went to sleep, if there was like anything specific.
Okay.
The target must be on the same plane as existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be pretty much contacted with the spell. You are a willing creature you touch enters the trance-like state, acting as. But she wants to use it as a way to see what he remembers.
Maddie, if you want to describe whatever the situation was that you had mentioned earlier before you went to sleep, I will have some things to add, but...
There was a it was a, without going into gory details and stuff like that, there was a lover's quarrel.
Mm.
Between how do you Ramaran? Is that how you pronounce it? Ramaran? Between him and another okay, I don't even, how do you pronounce the Nephilim? Nephilim? There we go. Between him and Ramaran in the form of one, and then him charging off into the forest towards the mountain.
Pashini, you'll see a bunch of people. You'll see mainly a bunch of elves. They kind of look a little different. They kind of look a little more... alien is the best way to describe it. Like, they've got some blood in them that's not just elf, that might be a little bit higher. Like, descended from a Nephilim, possibly. But you do see a few Nephilim walking around. Not many. There's probably about 4 or 5. And I want you to... You see a face that you've seen before walking about. They've shown you've seen imagery of what this fallen Arcadian Archangel's supposed to look like. You guys have seen statues, you guys have seen paintings of what he looks like. He's walking about in this village.
Is like the big... This is the guy they're trying to resurrect, yeah.
Does
he seem happy or is he grumpy?
You can't get a read on him.
Okay.
he's just there. And you actually find it hard to focus on him. You
Okay.
catch his face, and he actually, when you look at him again, he actually makes eye contact with you and kind of just grins a little bit.
Okay. In the state, she's just gonna wave at him. Even if I don't know if that's possible, she's just gonna wave.
He continues walking.
Okay.
And you go to sleep? Is that what you're gonna go do? Is go up to the volcano and pass out?
Yeah. He once he reaches the volcano, he morphs back into the gargantuan form. And just crawls deep into the mountain.
As he does that, Pashini, you look around him and you see, after a minute before the dream ends, you see smoke
Okay.
come from the village.
And I guess the only other thing to add to that would be before he falls asleep, you can hear quiet weeping.
All right. Let me finish my notes. Okay. She'll take them out of the little trance.
Actually, I have to check my notes.
Yeah, she's going to just hug him.
Yeah, when he comes out of the trance, he's got a little tear kind of streaming down his face.
Yeah, like she's gonna hug him, and she's just going to be like, I think something bad happened when you just went to sleep. I saw some smoke just before you before you went in. So I think whatever happened to your people happened only a couple of seconds after you went to sleep. But I saw the giant big thing that they're trying to resurrect. He smiled at me, so I waved.
Wait. The thing that we're trying to stop.
She's sitting there and she's just trying. The fallen angel guy. He looked at me and then I waved and he smiled. He seems nice.
Fallen angel? What do you mean? What?
They're trying to resurrect something, and I think it's that guy, but I don't know.
And you saw him in this trance vision.
He smiled at me, so then I waved.
That doesn't sound good at all.
But I don't know if that was he was in the trance that we were doing, or if he was there before. But he saw me do it. I don't get how that works.
You see Naval kind of get on his guard a bit and start looking around.
Sears moving to strap on his shield and pick up his hammer.
Smoke.
Or maybe he can only be contacted through dreams right now.
Virginia's just like, yeah.
Is there any evidence of fire?
Yeah, but not mundane fire, not dragon fire, not regular, like mundane fire. You see some buildings with scorch marks on them, but you know from experience that those scorch marks are made by holy fire, by angel fire. There are some burned buildings. The temple itself has some scorch marks on it, which is where they came from, but most of the temple is intact. The lesser buildings that weren't entirely made of stone took quite a bit of damage.
Angel fire. Why would they do this? Why here?
That's what we would like to find out. That's what I would like to find out. And then she'll look around at everyone else. Maybe there's something here that could assist us in our mission.
Yes.
Something
But
about
we should
this
not delay.
angel. We shouldn't. We do need to get back. We need to check on Nadine.
Who is this Nadine?
She is the queen of Olanthia. She is the one who sits on the throne.
That's not the queen. The queen had a different name. What was her name? I forget.
Sunflower's the queen at the moment. Something must have happened to the queen that you knew. That was a very long time ago.
Morgan, you know
Okay.
Nadine's mother would not have been the one he's speaking of.
Right. Okay.
This is a lot of information to process. Dragging this body around is tiring.
Falls
We are
asleep on
further.
the spot.
We are not near like the village, or are we near the village?
You're in the village.
In the
Oh, we are
village.
in the village.
You guys stayed in the temple overnight.
Okay.
And you guys didn't quite figure out who the temple was to.
Right.
There were some paintings of the Arcadians inside that you guys found when you looked around at night, but you didn't look around all that well because it was dark.
We also found the painting of the fucking dragon that I fixed.
There was a painting of the dragon inside of the temple.
Pashini, do you recall where you saw this in your trance, where you saw this angel standing in relation to the village?
She's gonna nod, and then she's going to probably bounce over to the spot. Depending how far away it is, she'll probably be like,
Right here! And he came walking all the way from over there to over there, and this is where he smiled at me, and then this is where I waved.
He
Is
was
there any-
walking out of the temple when he smiled at you, Pashini.
Oh, okay.
Do you, this person you're looking for?
Yep.
What?
I just dropped everything.
You're speaking of somebody. Who is this?
Fallen angel. The fallen Arcadian.
We know that he is sealed, and we are trying to prevent his release we have regrettably already partially failed in our efforts before. Maybe it was not truly our fault, but the stakes are too high. And if it's released, many innocents will perish.
Get some
Okay.
sort of upper hand. Maybe this is it.
And for those who we have been traveling on our way to may have more information about what happened here. I'm certain they are a lot older and maybe have the information.
But we need to go check on Nadine.
Yes, Nadine herself may have information that you, Ancient One, may find useful.
This Nadine, I do want to meet her. Fallen. Who is fallen? I can't. No. Who? Does he have a name?
And if he does, I'm not recalling it at the moment.
You guys don't know what his name is. You do know who
I
the
call him
current.
Smiley.
Yeah, you do know who the current Arcadian Archangels are.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that he was an Arcadian Archangel.
Right.
The only the current Arcadian angels are Michael, Oriel, who is
Yes. Yes,
And-
I know of her. Yes.
You know, from where he just said she came recently, she doesn't do that. She doesn't come down to visit,
Yeah.
really at all.
I hugged her. She's very warm and very nice.
That's abnormal.
That is. This must be very. Keep naming names.
SMS. I have heard the
There's
name.
the big giant guy with the sword. His name is
I've heard-
Michael, but I call him Flappy.
All right.
I've heard the name Orpho,
Uh-huh.
although I don't know more than his name. Florian was, but from information that we have, has
Okay.
recently, we believe, deceased.
Oriel confirmed it.
Are there more? You have more names?
Saria
Uh-huh.
and Sinothos,
Cynthia's.
Cynthius.
And
That is all that I know.
I think the fallen angel guy
yes,
got erased from history.
of course.
For now, let's just call him Smiley, because he seems to like to smile a lot.
No, he has a name. Mirandus.
Violent grabbing of the notebook.
You did not name Mirandus.
I have not heard that name.
Does he get called Miranda a lot? Is that why he's so grumpy?
I really don't know what he's called by others. I don't. What kind of question is that? I don't.
Well, I had a friend named Mirandus once, and he was this really annoying pixie, and we would always call him Miranda, and he would get so angry. It was so funny. And then one time I put him in a puddle.
Pashini, why are you so pure?
If you haven't figured out by now, Maddie, Pashini just says whatever's in her head. And she can
Oh, yeah.
just go on and on and on. Like,
Yeah.
she is 100% innocent. She does not lie.
Totally
and she
get
likes big
that.
scary things.
At least she didn't put 30 kittens in a portable hole and put them unleashed into a hallway that never ends.
Right. So,
Love you, Maddie.
That is why Ariel is so invested. Because it's Mirandus.
Do they love each other?
Well, they did. They were brother and sister.
Oh.
Yeah, the
They're-
Warhammer series
Sibling
hallway drops.
rivalry. He wanted to be the better one, and then instead she became the better one.
They're twins. They're
His name could be Dark Glow.
he just
No, Smiley Dark Glow. That's a very nice name.
I'm just gonna ignore what's happening down there. And
yeah, because she's just talking to herself now.
Yes, they were twins. Erased from history. That's fascinating. But I guess it was inevitable. You never know. When one twin covets what the other one has. Dark things are possible.
That happens a lot. You don't have to be just twins, you can be siblings. My brother's a dick.
And she swears in Sylvan when she's saying like swear words, by the way, because she doesn't know the common term for it. She's still learning the common term.
There, I fixed the dragon.
Yay!
It was bothering me. We're not.
Oh, there you go.
We're not dealing with Smaug. Which Smaug was a gecko compared to most of the dragons of Middle-earth, but we'll get into that later.
Fair enough.
Like,
Fair
my
enough.
brother put me from a dangerous situation, and I wanted to help my friend, but he wouldn't let me. And then I went through a tree, and then I got lost. And that's how I ended up here. And then I found a silver dragon. She was very nice.
If she gives you the name, you'll know who the silver dragon is.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the name. I haven't written it down. Ratharia.
Ratharia. She is an ancient silver dragon that lives in the Fae realms.
Right. She is, yeah, you don't want to trifle with that one.
She's very nice. She really likes me.
That's good.
Yeah, she carries me everywhere. And she's the only one that I let carry me except for if I need to get on a horse, then I get some help. Because I can't get on a horse. I have to sit in the back.
You talk a lot.
I know! And that's why everybody likes to be my friends.
Naval
because
is
I can
just like,
talk and talk and talk.
Naval is just like, yes, she does.
Ancient One, I failed to introduce myself earlier as I was focusing on the spell. My name is Asir Palander.
Thank you. Your power is impressive.
I believe this is a trifle compared to what you have in Geneva.
No need to butter me up.
But I just
We
prefer
are,
to-
well, we are
At an accord.
friends for now. I don't say that often to beings of your kind. But you have given me a gift, and I am grateful.
You're welcome.
What do you need? How can I help?
I mean, as you are asking if I may be so bold, you move faster in the air than we could ever hope to on land and over sea. And I believe it is of great importance that we get to Olanthia, to Castle Rothan, as fast as possible, and as well as, if you wish, I'm sure that they would help you find out what happened to this village, and so we can work to stop Mithrandus together. So,
Right.
I think what I'm asking is, and I say this with utmost respect.
You want to ride?
Ooh,
Yes.
can I ride on your head? Because
Right.
that'd be really cool. I've always wanted to, but Ratharia didn't let me, and it was really sad. Because she'd always just carry me because she was scared I would fall off.
Okay. I will take you where you need to go. Somebody needs to put some kind of cover over the tiny one's mouth.
I can cast silence. I've been waiting to do it for like 3 days now, and no one will let me do it. The Naval, the Nephilim, he pipes up. He's like, no one will let me do it.
Just know, if you put silence on me, when the spell ends, I'm just going to continue talking and I won't stop. Until you do it again, and then it gets worse, and then I start haunting your dreams.
Does anyone
and you
have
don't
a
want
bag
me
of
to...
holding? Or a pocket dimension we can shove that in?
Don't do that. That would be devastating.
I would suffocate.
Yes.
Okay, a pocket dimension then.
I don't want to go in a pocket dimension.
Okay, little one. I forget what your name is.
My name's Bashini.
Bashini. Great.
Hi.
I will take you where you need to go. I need you to
If I get to ride on your head, I will be very quiet.
just be quiet for a bit.
Okay. I can do this.
Just
a
bit. Because that high pitch is quite... I've been asleep for a long time. It's a lot.
Oh, I know. I'm very much of that. But once you get to know me, I'm a very good friend and very loyal.
Or maybe we should just leave her here.
As much as I would like to say that would be a good idea, one, I don't think you can actually stop Pashini from doing that, and two, she is quite capable, regardless of what her size would tell you. She has done many a powerful, both wonderful and terrible things, and like Alucard will just point with a claw towards Asir. She turned this one into a giant reptilian creature.
Yeah, and he fought an angel, but he couldn't hit it. It was very funny. But it saved everybody else.
Big head and little arms, and I don't think this play was thought through very well.
Well, was it? Did you turn him into a tiny Armosaurus?
Yeah.
T-Rex.
He turned
Or
into a
little
T-Rex.
little or we call them little armosauruses. That's what we call them.
Little armosauruses.
Yeah. Because we didn't know the name of the T-Rex, like we just saw them in this game I play. And so we just called them little armosauruses, and that became canon.
Little
So,
Armosaurus. You know what? Let's do it.
yeah. I mean,
Fashini knows them as Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everybody else knows them as Tyrannosaurus.
so.
I mean, I've never sunk teeth into anything, and I became so freaking stupid. I've never been so stupid in my life.
I can turn you into a jellyfish. They're even more stupid. But they
No,
go
thank you.
south.
Naval, no, you can tell Naval really, really wants to say something smartass, but he's just gonna keep his mouth shut.
The point is, Ancient One, as I understand, she can be
A
a
handful.
lot. That as well, but she is quite capable, and honestly, we would not have made it this far without her. I think that's fair to say. And I think you can understand, I am very much the least likely to try and butter you up and bullshit you of all of us.
Yes. Lizard boy.
Also, I need a voice to make spells, and if we get in trouble, you're gonna need me because I'm very strong.
He's regretting his decision at this point.
But I can turn into things. I could even fly, but I don't think. No, yeah. I
Pashini.
don't think I'd be very good.
Pashini.
I'll
Yeah.
do it. I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it.
Will you be able to remain quiet while he? Well,
On his head, I can. Right now, I'm not on his head, so it doesn't count.
Someone put
You're
Naval is going to like, pick
You're
her
not
up.
getting on my head. Get that out of your head.
Okay, then I won't be quiet because I said that I would be quiet if I got to ride on your head. So I'll just talk to Night Morrigan.
I'll cast
And
silence.
Grumble.
I'll do it. Like Naval really, really wants to cast silence.
Pashini, please. This is our best shot. We need to get to Atlantia as fast as possible.
And you want to find out what happened to Jumper, right? As soon as possible.
All right. Yeah.
So, being quiet would be will help us get to Jumper faster.
And then I can go see Xander Panda
Exactly.
and steal all his stuff.
Somewhere in another country, Alexander's just like, oh. Alexander's just like, oh my God, make it stop.
That's not gonna stop.
Well, you don't have a lot of time.
No, I believe I can. If you as you take us, I can give you some greater endurance. I know you're obviously as strong as you are, but maybe I can help with that.
Well,
so we can go longer.
Why don't we just see what we need when we need it? But I've been asleep a long time. I'm ready for flight. Let's go.
On that note, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a good place to take a break.
That's a perfect place to take a break.
Pashini, you're doing so well. And then you almost lost our
Chat, we'll be back in a few minutes. There's going to be a commercial about our sponsors and everything to do with the channel, so have fun with that. Go potty, get your snacks, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in a minute.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Good morning, guys. We're back. We're back. Okay, so. Oh, would Pashini not? Are you referring to who I think you're referring to, Nuka?
Yes. The one with the potatoes. Would she? Just out of like who she is.
Roll me history check. Sorry, guys. I got asked an obscure question.
I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let's get this out of the way.
You have
No.
no.
Wow.
Okay.
No, you have no idea who he is.
Still good.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, cool.
Alright, so we're back. We left off with the dragon, Ramaram, the ancient gold dragon, who is friends with angels, mysteriously agreeing to give the party a ride after they restored his sight and his finger. Because he wants the information.
Yes. Let's make haste.
And I think we will slowly, one by one, get them back.
Before I get on Ramram's back, I wanted to ask them something.
Okay.
Just do things real quick.
Go ahead, lizard boy.
Is there any point in me leaving this behind? And I just hold up the glaive that is made for, obviously now, from Ramram's finger. Would it be disrespect to hold on to this?
No. Do not leave it. Abandoning it would be disrespectful. It is... I hope it protects you.
It's done well enough at this point. My other question, if I may ask it before climbing,
Mm-hmm.
how close would you like to bring us to Olanthia? I imagine your quite large form is not going to be met immediately with open arms, as I imagine any sort of large beast coming from the air towards a city is generally cause for concern.
Yes, that would be unwise.
I'm sure you'd prefer not to have your first flight after several years of sleeping being shot out of the air by a kingdom.
Right. No, I think I remember a place we can land, and as I mentioned before, can change my form.
All right, fair enough. I'll just get on. I'll help Pashini get on before that point, though, because I imagine it's a little difficult for Pashini's small form.
As Bashini's getting up, she's like,
I could just skywrite in the sky and just write in friendly dragon.
Morgan, you can't remember, just a note, you can't remember if Nadine or her father ever set up aerial defenses.
Okay.
So you don't know?
You may have to be careful flying in. Not certain if we will be attacked upon entry into
You
the
know,
camp.
you and the dragon both know that you could probably land somewhere around the lake. The castle, the map is misleading. The castle's at the base of the mountains.
Right.
But you can probably land somewhere around the lake and be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll need to keep our guard up. Thankfully, I can see.
I can
Certainly
see too.
makes
Very
this flight a lot easier.
Pashini.
What?
Oh god, flying around
You're
on a
welcome.
blind dragon would be terrifying.
You're welcome. And we have not asked this, but what is your name?
My name, Ramaran.
Ramaran.
Yes, I don't remember the last time I spoke that word.
Oh, his nickname is
Best
Remy.
name. I got the best name. She's gonna call him Bam Bam.
His nickname is Remy.
My former acquaintance would call me Ramir.
Is that what you would like us to call you?
You call me what you wish.
Okay,
Names are names.
okay, Bam Bam. You're now Puccini's friend. You now has a nickname.
Naval's just gonna back up.
I am not opposed to this. That's cute.
And here's Bucket.
And she points at Asia, and then she points at Alucard, and that's Gumdrop. And she then points at Morgan, that's Flutterbutt, because she has bloody wings.
I am Bucket.
Yeah, because you move around in a tin can.
I'm so
She
glad that
is-
she doesn't give me a nickname because you know I like Steve.
She
Yeah,
is
you're
not
just a
wrong. Yeah.
No, she's not wrong, but
Naval is going to respectfully not get on the back of the dragon because he can fly.
I imagine you'd be left behind in the wake of the wind that flows from the dragon's wings.
How fast do you think you can fly, Dark One?
Oh, I like that name. Can I keep that name? Can we keep that one?
No, you're called Grumble.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I should be able. You know what? I did not want to disrespect you by using you as a
Amount.
yes.
You disrespect me by not taking up my offer.
I will accept your offer then.
Hey, Dark One, come on. Let's stop wasting
I
time.
like that name when he climbs up.
Hey, Dark One, do you want to be left behind?
He climbs up on the back.
I still smell gems.
I mean, the only two that I've got are these, and I don't know that you want these because, I'm sure you've gathered who I am at this point,
Yes.
and I'm sure you can gather what those do.
Yes.
So I don't know that you want those.
I smell other gems.
They're not mine.
I know.
They're
making me
gems,
just a little hungry.
if you like gems, maybe when I go back to the Feywilds, I can go get you some gems and then bring them back and you can have them. Because there's lots of gems there, especially in that palace that's all shiny.
Oh god.
And there's a drunkard there.
Oh god. Oh god. Don't steal from Oberon. Oh, come on.
Just see
That's-
Dick Centaur in his office, just like with a big gem. It's like, this is for a dragon. And then poof.
Oberon's like grabs more wine. Like you know what?
And if she gets away with that, she's coming back.
Robin and Mithril are just standing there like. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't even
I
care.
don't know, man. I don't know, man.
The jumps that I carry on my person, I keep for emergency purposes.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Mine are a bit spicy.
I'll need to eat at some point, though.
We
That
can
one,
probably find
that
some
one
cows.
can conjure cows.
Cows are not
What
as
about
tasty
elephants?
as gems.
Yeah,
That's
no, you're not wrong. I've never
I've
eaten
never
a gem
eaten
in
a
my
gem.
life, but you're probably not wrong.
Shall we get going?
Yes.
Both said out and in
Naval,
character.
Naval is actually showing a little more personality right now than you guys are used to, and it's weird.
And yeah, I'll lift up.
Okay. With a ride. Oh, oops. With a ride, you guys will make it across the channel fairly quickly. Oh, you guys are done here. You'll make it across the channel fairly quickly. And by the end of the day, you probably reach about here. Unless, and you guys can sleep on Dragonback if he wants to keep going. I'm going to leave it to the dragon on whether or not he wants to keep going.
He's been asleep for a really long time, and he just wants to spread his wings, man.
Okay.
Fashina's probably been talking and then she's just fallen asleep. This is like the quiet moment.
Ah, there we go. That's the stuff.
And she's hugging her like shield that has like the nose scale that she's attached to her shield with.
At some point, Naval will start quietly to himself, just singing a song in Celestial. The dragon and Morgan will understand. I don't know if anyone else speaks Celestial. I forget.
Fashina's asleep. But
It's just an old song. Morgan, you probably heard Decimus hum it once or twice, but the dragon will have heard it from the people. And it's just a song. It's just an old song they sang. There's no real meaning to it. Just Naval's he's in a better mood right now for some weird reason.
Because he got called Dark One.
Yeah, his ego just got boosted, and yeah.
Yeah, I during that I think you know, if anybody's even paying attention, probably just like another little tear will just kind of fall down his face.
Oh,
but he won't say anything.
Pashini knows exactly, maybe, from what she's seen.
Sorry,
She's
doggo
asleep.
is borking.
Bork.
So, are we technically able to take a long rest on Dragonback?
Yeah, I'll say you guys can take a long rest on the dragon.
Spellback.
It's surprisingly smooth. It's a little cold. But you guys at this point are either from the north where it's extremely cold, or you're from here, this country, where it's cold. So like being up in the air is kind of a weird in between.
And he'd know not to take guys too high to make the air too thin. So.
And he's very warm. His
Very
scales
warm.
still have the heat from the volcano.
Pashini's probably as much as she can without. Actually, to be honest, she probably wouldn't fall off because she's probably smack dab in like the middle. she's just like lying out like a starfish. She's probably as big as like one of his scales.
Barely.
Out of curiosity, before trying to take sleep, I guess Alucard would ask if Ramir would be open to chatting just a little bit. They don't want to, especially since like after hearing Ramir go finally, they've stopped. Like does not want to like make them talk more. They're just in the mood to just have quiet while they're flying.
Huh. What's on your mind?
I think regardless if other people are awake, Alucard will still say this in Draconic. Is it difficult for you to talk about whatever happened before you fell asleep?
The difficulty comes from just fogginess in my mind. The passage of time eats away at the memories.
Do you think it's easier to forget or to remember after a certain point? You've lived far longer than I have dealing with all of this.
It's only easy to forget the things that you don't want to forget. It's the things you wish you would forget that stay with you. Though I'm sure, even in your tiny little span of life, have noticed this fact.
Do you think someone, even with a short life like mine, can have that be the case for positive things as well as the terrible?
Anything is possible, but I wouldn't know what it's like.
For good to happen?
To live such a short life.
Should I treat that as a luxury or as a curse?
That is a matter of perspective. Only
Asking
you,
your perspective.
only you can decide. You're like your friends. The little one seems to thrive on the positive. Well, the dark one thrives on the negative. It's all about your own perspective.
Naval can't help it.
And Pashini's just
There's a
Pashini.
reason he is the way he is.
There's a reason we're all the way we are.
He says like voice in the sky.
Would it be that hard to believe that I probably was closer to Grumble than the loud, excitable one up until I met the excitable one?
No, that is not hard to believe. I do remember your ancestor. It is not hard to believe.
You know, for a minute there, I half expected you to roast me alive.
Yes. I'm a big, scary monster.
It's not what I said.
No. No, but that is the general thought when one sees such a enormous being that breathes fire is, oh no, I'm gonna die.
I've lived about 30, 40 years waiting to die just for a decent enough purpose. This seemed good enough if it meant keeping the party around. And I'm seasoned enough in my short amount of life to know when something's much stronger than I am. So it's less any judgment of you and more just knowing when I'm probably deserve to die. Or expect to die.
That would have been a death without purpose. You have more to do. I can't imagine everything that you're all doing, but I can sense a greater purpose. This is not that time. Or at least that was not. Though it's coming.
Well, I guess I better sleep and be prepared to protect who I can in that case. I hope the flight is proving enjoyable.
It is. It's feeling the wind against my scales again. Seeing what's ahead of me. You really don't know what it's like to be blind and flying around. You occasionally run into things. Get some sleep.
I will.
You're gonna need it. I'll wake you all when it's time.
Sleep well, Romero. Whatever you do. Or at least enjoy your flight as much as you can.
I will try not to sleep. That would be very bad.
Yeah, at least it'd be an interesting way to go out.
I mean, mostly for you all. I would probably survive the impact. I have before.
Kurt just goes up to Naval and then just like, hey, scoot over, Grumble.
I heard the entire conversation. My name's the Dark One.
I know it is, Dark One. Did I say otherwise? Just like slightly bonks Naval like on the shoulder with the glaive tip and then just like rests against whoever they can to just to sleep while Ramir's flying.
Ugh, he touched me. I don't like being touched. I'm like spastically building Naval's sheet because I lost it. Okay. I looked for a sheet and it was gone. I was like, uh-oh. There he goes.
Yeah, I think I say is probably I guess is that Pacini is sleeping most of the flight.
Yeah,
to be honest.
she's asleep.
Yeah,
She's hugging Steve as they sleep.
it's kind of probably been not long after Clad's fallen asleep. The sea kind of wakes up and just looking off, and Remember, you can probably feel the sort of shifting in weight, but still being careful. Just be looking around for a while.
Okay.
Don't stay up too long.
I have never flown before. This is a new sensation.
Okay.
To be up this high when I started from so low is I do not know how to describe it.
Yes. It is a different experience.
It's beautiful.
I love D&D Beyond.
It is.
Okay.
Probably like halfway through that conversation, you probably hear Pashini just go like, "No, don't cry, Mr. Goldfish." She's just like, and you just kind of feel like just on like one part, probably like her trying to hug a scale, but it's not really working. And she's just kind of like, then she just shifts in her sleep and just goes back to sleep.
You guys, if you're sitting there, if anybody's looking at Naval, you see him kind of space out for a minute after a while, and then he kind of like frowns a bit, but then comes back out of it. But he doesn't say anything. You do find a place to land.
Oh, that's what
You find a place to land. It's probably late afternoon at this point.
Okay. Okay. This works. You can get down now.
And then Naval will hop off your back like a dainty little butterfly and land.
Goodness. I will hop off as well.
You just see Pashini doing like you've seen those goats who just like kind of just walk on like a mountain that's like this. She's probably using his scales a little bit as that, and until she gets to a point where she can safely jump and not get hurt, you just see her leap up. Like she's probably using like his little spikes as like little foothold. So she just goes down.
I mean, I know I'm ancient, but I don't have all day.
Yeah, I will hop down at those words. Definitely, I'll just like hop down super quick. Just like okay.
S is off and make sure he's in full running and bows and go. Thank you. That is an experience that I will remember for the rest of my my shorter days. Thank you.
It's just a dragon. You're just flying.
Will you be returning to the volcano then?
No. I want to meet this Nadine. And he will then begin to shrink. And he polymorphs into what looks like in the film, and he's very because they don't age, obviously, so very young looking, except the trademark is the his hair that's quite long is a metallic gold color.
Is this the same look that was in the dream, or is it just a little bit different?
No, it would be the same look.
It looks the same. Yeah.
Yep.
You're just gonna hear Pashini go,
Can you teach me how to do that? Because if I can do that, then I can be big.
I can't. No.
oh.
This
You
isn't.
just see her ears drop.
Somewhere in the distance, Nico's like, "You need shape change."
And the the wings have like gold metallic streaks through them as well, but they do look like, they don't look like dragon wings.
Naval's like puffed himself up, trying to like, like not compare at the same time, but he's like preening.
My wings are still away, so I'm just like, okay.
Pashini's just gonna be like,
Grumble, why are you flirting with the dragon?
Thinking we're too good walking.
He's just gonna beeline it for the castle.
Elgar's just been looking at the whole group like, just let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naval is
Let's
already
go.
walking. Like, you don't have to tell him twice.
Yeah, I really prefer not to flirt with death.
No, that would be Alenza, thank you, not me.
Same difference. Dark one.
we must go.
Pashini's just hopping next to the dragon.
By the way, Naval, you have a little dirt here on the tip of your nose, by the way.
Like, violent, not even look, just be like, just keep like, go. Either you're telling him he's brown nosing or he just doesn't care.
Both.
Or he doesn't get it.
Both.
That could be the case, definitely.
He may not get it. He probably actually thinks there's dirt there. But we can't let Nadine see me this way. No.
Oh, Pashini's gonna tell Nadine.
Nadine, it takes you guys about an hour and some change from where you land to get to the doors of the castle, and they see Naval and Morrigan and this strange new Nephilim, but they see the two that they know, the guards do, and they let you in. You guys are met on the inside, not by Nadine or Magnus, but by an elf that you know, Morrigan. You guys, the rest of you see an older, I say older, his eyes show his age, but there is an older elf, long brown hair, fairly kind looking face, wearing what appears to be the court advisor robes, stuff like that. And he looks at Morrigan. He goes, "Oh, we weren't expecting you guys to come back anytime soon. Was everything all right, Morrigan?"
We got teleported into a volcano, but we're fine. Hi, I'm Pashini.
Please, Pashini. Have you seen Nadine lately? Recently?
She's upstairs in the library.
Okay. Is she busy? Does she have?
already walking past Sivan to go up the stairs.
Does she have company?
If she does, I don't know about it.
Okay, and I'll quickly follow after Naval.
Okay.
Pashini's probably been following Grumble when she saw him walk off.
Sivan will follow you guys. He looks at the new Nephilim, though. He looks at Maddie's character, the Ramaram, and is like, "You look familiar."
Do I?
What's your name?
Ramir.
He's gonna stare at you for a second, and you can look at him, and you've seen this face before. But you've not seen him on your island. You've seen him here. He's an old elf that was here a long time ago with a whole bunch of, like, there used to be a whole village of elves over here, and it seems he probably is the only one left.
Yes. I remember you.
A big gold sort of fellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a nice nap.
Huh.
Things have changed, I'm sure you can tell.
Yes. Good day.
We can discuss that later. It seems that there are more important matters at hand at the moment. And he looks up the stairs toward where Naval and Morrigan went.
Seems there would be.
Alright then, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Steven, I'm the Queen's advisor. Hello, good afternoon. Nice to meet you. I'm a druid. I do all the things for her in regards to the court and the magic, so.
I'm a druid.
I'm a druid.
I'm a druid, you guys! Well, Sivan's just like, you get the sense that he's old, doesn't give a fuck anymore, and just wants to get the introductions out of the way. So, I saw the Pashini head pop up as soon as he said that. Sivan's probably a level 20 druid, just FYI. Him old.
Teacher shape change.
But yeah, he leads you guys up the stairs. You guys go up a long spiraling staircase. This castle's absolutely beautiful. You can tell that it had some damage done to it within the last 100 years, though. There's changes on the inside. Ram, you notice things are very different in here than they were. It looks like at one point it was parts of the castle on the inside were dismantled to make room for flying creatures. There's beams hanging from the ceiling where probably some large bat-like creatures could have been hanging. They're slowly in the process of removing these things and making it back to its old self again. The mark of the vampire prince that invaded is clear. Up the stairs, you guys go up the marble stairs, and you eventually get to a room where it's this massive library with a fireplace going, and you guys see Nadine sitting near a window with the fire. Naval walks in as you guys get to the top of the stairs.
When Pashini spots her, she just yells out, "Sunflower!"
She looks up and is like, "What?" And then just gives you a little smile. Maddie, you see a fairly petite, red, like copper-haired woman. Her hair is almost metallic. She's got a halo that doesn't go away. Gold wings. She's wearing a red dress at the moment. She looks like she belongs to the sun.
Does she have a resemblance at all to?
She looks like you've seen him in passing. You've never met this angel. She looks like one of the archangels of the Morning Lord.
Okay.
Like she might be his child. He is not present. He's probably off doing something.
As they do.
As they do. The rest of you know he's been tasked with watching and making sure the Arcadians are not dead. So, or Morgan, you know that. Yeah, she looks up, and Naval goes right up to her and picks her up into a hug, which is strange for the rest of you. Even you, Morgan, you've not seen this behavior before.
That's familiarity.
Would Pashini... Does Pashini know if those two are a thing?
You can insight it.
Right.
Yeah, I see it kind of did before and figure that one out.
24.
Oh yeah, no, they're a thing. They're most definitely a thing.
Okay. You're just gonna hear this. It's like, Grumble was flirting with Bam Bam. And she points at Bam Bam. He went all puff like this. she does the puff thing. And she pretends to have like wings. It's like, puff.
And if I like noticeably stiffen, but then I just kind of like nod my head at the queen and say, Queen Nadina, I'm glad to see that you're well.
No.
We have run into some problems.
What sort of problems? There's nothing has been going on here. We've been rebuilding things as per usual. Sivan hasn't said anything's going wrong.
Chumpa's gone missing.
Who?
Who she means is Lord Magnus has gone missing.
Magnus.
He has not been seen by anyone. Even his son has not seen him, and we are not certain where he may have disappeared to.
As you say that, you know who this is as he walks into the room, but the rest of you see a scrawny little, what appears to be maybe a half-elf, ? Very thin, pale looking. He's got glasses on his nose, so you don't know if he actually needs or not. He's wearing robes similar to Sivan's, but they're a different color. This is the court alchemist, Morgan, you know this. Strelok walks into the room. Those of you, Asir, Ramaram, and Pashini. Actually, all of you, because you should have some sort of undead sense, right?
Yep.
Alucard?
Yes.
All of you realize that this man's a vampire. But he's got a very friendly demeanor. Remember, you don't know what's been going on with the vampires in the last several hundred years, so they're more accepted and tolerated if they are not malicious, malevolent. So you get the sense that this one is very, very submissive, is the best way to put it. He's very timid. But he comes in and he looks very concerned at the amount of people that have just walked into the room.
Pashini waves.
Nadine, what's going on? It's very early and I heard noise and it woke me up, so I came up here and there's a lot of people in here right now. Oh, hi Morrigan, how are you?
A lot. I did pass on those files to
One of you has a box for him from Alexander. I don't remember which one, but one of you has a box for him.
Oh no, I didn't get it, so it's not me.
Me.
Oh, okay.
Alexander said not to open it under any circumstances unless Magnus was desperate.
Okay, so we're definitely supposed to give it to Strelok.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did pass off those vials to Alexander. He gave us something in return to give to you, I believe, and then I'll turn to Asir.
It's not me who carries them. Alucard carries them.
Is it?
Yep.
Alucard?
Alucard took them.
Yes, I have them. I pulled them out.
Oh. Oh, well then I'm going to. He's like, can I have them?
Hands them over.
He takes them. He actually feels kind of warm to you. His hand touches you and it feels kind of warm. He takes it and he opens it up and you guys see 3 vials of what appear to be some sort of blood. And he closes them. I'm going to take these downstairs and get back to work. So thank you, goodbye. And he like fucks off somewhere.
Bye-bye.
There was the strangest encounter you have seen in a while. Ramaram, just this little scrawny, twiggy-looking alchemist vampire just takes these and then just is gone. I do not know where Magnus is. He was supposed to show up recently, but he has not. I was going to send someone out to look for him later, but I mean, you're here, Naval, and she points at him, so you should know how to contact your comrade. I mean, he is one of you four, so you should be able to do it. And he's like, we can't get a hold of him, Nadine.
So he was supposed to be here at some point.
Yeah, 2 days ago, but he's not shown up. Why? Do you think something might have happened to him, or something else is going on?
Well, I'm unsure how up to date they have been keeping you with what's going on.
Father's been busy. I've not been able to speak with him.
Well, one of the fallen one's lieutenants had was awakened, and we took care of it with the help of Oriel. She came down.
And she's really warm to hug. She's so nice.
Oh. She kind of glances at Ramaram, trying to figure out who he is while she's answering these questions. So, Oriel came down.
She did?
That is not good. She does not.
Highness is Florian has fallen.
That is also very not good. Okay.
And if I may introduce Ramaran, Your Majesty.
He'll step forward and he'll bow respectfully.
She'll dip her head.
My lady.
I've not seen you before.
No. No, you have not.
You can get the sense she has no idea you're a dragon. She's trying to figure out which god and angel and division you belong to. She's the math lady from the memes. She's just like, it's all running through her head right now.
She's going through all the bureaucratic red tape, and she's like, which form did you not fill out? I should know exactly where to sort you right now, and I don't.
You may have heard of me, though probably not by name.
He's been asleep for a very long time in a volcano.
What did they call me?
That does not sound like a comfortable place to sleep.
Lord of the Mountain?
Oh. Okay, that explains why you're so shiny as me. Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking maybe I have a brother that I didn't know about, but I like that explanation more. Not that you don't look like you would be a great brother, but I was kind of confused for a moment there. So, thank you for the clarification.
My face twitches. I'm trying not to smile. I'm Morgan is obviously trying not to laugh, but she's keeping a straight face and just sitting there.
Naval just starts laughing. He doesn't care. He's just like,
I assure you, we are not related.
No, I can see that. No, I assume you brought my friends here across from your home then, yes?
Yes.
Thank you for that. I will provide you some lodgings for however long you wish to stay. It's been a while since we've had a dragon. Ratharia doesn't come to visit much.
No, I can't imagine.
No,
They would.
she likes the magic of the Feywild more than.
You just hear Pashidi go, it's like,
If you're an ancient dragon, does that mean you're related to Ratharia, who is also an ancient dragon?
by the way, Pashini does not understand like the difference between the different colors of dragons. She just assumes they're all related.
No, we are not.
Oh, that would be really cool if you were related, because you'd be her big brother and she'd be the little sister. I need to be best friends.
Pashini has absolutely no idea how old Ratharia actually is.
No.
So.
And we're not ever to be best friends. But
But she's a silver dragon.
I
Don't
do
silver
respect
and
her.
gold dragons get along? Because when you make gold things and she makes silver things.
She also thinks that dragons make coins.
do you
Nadine is just like, oh my god, she's so cute.
do you get along with every tiny centaur thing ever? Just
I get along with everybody, even the people that aren't very nice, because then I send them into a bunch of wolves and the wolves eat.
I can cast silence on her, I promise I'll do it if you just got to tell me yes.
I mean,
You just have to tell me yes.
All just turns
honestly,
into how long it takes for one of us to pull the trigger on that one.
did I?
You guys, as you guys are talking, just a nameless guard comes into the room. This one's a orc. He comes into the room and he looks at Nadine and he goes, I am sorry, Your Highness, but I need to pass on some information about an event that has just occurred on the outsides of the city. And she like does the whole like go ahead thing. Well, it seems that there has been a rather large dragon that has landed outside the city, and I don't know who they are, and they're very big, and we lost sight of them. And she just kind of smiles, and she's like,
Okay, Pashini's gonna druid craft, and she's just gonna make like a puff of like flowers that just go in the air right in front of Ramaran.
She looks at the card and she's like, I will take care of it, okay? So just, why don't you go back to your post and let me know if you see any signs of the vampire Magnus, because we need to speak with him as soon as possible. Yeah, yes, milady, and he, like, leaves. She looks at you, she's like, you thought you were being sneaky.
No, it's quite impossible
I
to
know.
be sneaky when you're that large.
It's also impossible to be sneaky when you're shiny, trust me, I know. It's very impossible to be sneaky when you're shiny, or when you're walking around as, I don't know, a tiger or something, and you still have the halo bebopping around on your head. It's just like, it never goes away. It never goes away. It's just there.
But she's like, I'm very sneaky.
That would be awful.
Oh, quick question. Is Naval's halo visible?
Yeah, it's black.
Oh, okay.
Yep, stand by my name, man. Stand by it.
It is black fire, to be more exact. Which is odd, but no one's really clear on who his angelic parent is.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Queen Nadine, we just wanted to make sure that you were safe.
I mean, for now, I've not gotten any reports, but if Magnus is missing, that's troubling.
I also want to pass along the information that list that they provided us with.
Hmm.
Um, each of those items are not all for one big summoning. Um, they go towards, as I stated, summoning his lieutenants as well. So please be careful.
She looks at.
Please be careful.
Well, you should be careful too. I'm not the only one with the halo walking around. She looks at
She
Naval too. She's like, "You be extra careful because you've got the halo and the horse." She's very vague about that, but she says horse.
Pashini, right? She's gonna like look at the halos and she's gonna like,
When can I get one of those?
Oh.
And the pretty wings.
Naval picks up a dagger. I can give you it right now, but it's gonna hurt a bit.
I'm just questioning whether Pashini will figure out he's literally death.
He's not death. That is Alenza.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at Nadine and just be like questioning.
Alenza has made it known that she is the Horseman of Death.
Yeah.
Like, she has not kept that fact hidden. Naval, if his connection is otherwise. Who's she looking at?
Nadine with a very like confused look because she's just like, there's a dagger and that doesn't sound right.
He likes to fight. A lot.
I'm good at fighting.
Hint, hint on his alignment of the
Yeah.
horseman.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He also likes it if you call him the Dark One.
I
Nadine.
do like that, Nadine. I do like that very much.
Grumble dark one.
He also likes it if you call him Grumble.
I don't like that one. Can I cast silence on her, please?
She runs to Nadine. And just stands right next to Nadine.
Nadine just picks her up and like starts stroking her like a cat.
Yeah.
You guys, we can sort that out, Dark One, later, and
She puts flowers in her hair.
she says it so patronizingly to Naval.
That's what's so funny. Oh crap. Oh crap.
But she looks at the rest of you. Well, you guys have traveled quite a distance, so stay here until we can sort out what is going on with Magnus. Mr. Lord Ramiram, if you wish to stay as long as you would like, just know that you cannot use magical means to get in and out of the country. We put it up as a safeguard against more foreign invasion, as that is how the old vampire prince came in from faraway lands. He teleported. So
AKA not Pashini's explanation.
a complete opposite. I can attempt to summon Father later as well if you would like.
How much do you know of the island across the way?
The Dragon's Island.
Yes, my home.
Not much. It is dangerous. It is. Well, the creatures that live there are not safe for normal mortals to be around. The village there is supposed to be abandoned. Father used to go there periodically to check on things, but he doesn't go there anymore.
So you know not of what happened to the villagers?
No, I am young for my people. I'm only about 200 and some change.
Oh, you are quite young.
My father might know. We can ask him later.
Your father
She-
being...
Adrian.
Oh.
Pashini kind of whispers into Nadine's ear, it's like,
He went to sleep because he broke up with his lover, and then there was smoke, but then he went to sleep. I saw it.
she just points to her head.
Do you tell her about seeing the angel?
No, she doesn't.
She looks at the dragon with a sad look, and she goes, "I am sorry for your loss. If there is anything that I can do to help, maybe find information, or maybe some people, I can do that. I am very resourceful."
I would assume so. If you have ascended the throne at such a young age.
Well, I took it back.
That's good. Though some of your choices of employees are quite strange.
I believe that not everyone is evil or good. There are bad angels just as there are good vampires or demons. There are good dragons that are not shiny, and bad ones that are. So, the vampires who were benevolent, I allowed to live.
That is very cosmopolitan.
There is good in everyone, as long as they allow it to shine in the sun. Or the moon. I mean, I don't want to be exclusive to those who stay up during the nighttime hours, but if they are benevolent and want to assist people and help, then I will let them live. Strelok, actually, and she points to where the little alchemist vampire went. She goes, he is working on a serum, the blood vials that he had is supposed to be something that's going to keep the vampires from having to feed on the humans.
Yeah. You want to feed on humans. Ugh.
I mean, it or me or any of the Nephilim, because I know that we can give them vampires. The whole reason the vampire invaded in the first place was for me. To come take me. So.
Why you?
Prophecy, as usual. The blood of the child of the sun will give the vampire the power boost that he needs to take over things, and he never got it. Because, you know, I wasn't going to be eaten, but my mother died before he could take me, and my father took me away, and I came back when I was old enough to, about 50 years ago, to, after I formed resistance, to take him out. Morgan helped.
Yes. She definitely seems formidable.
Actually, I meant to tell you, she kind of has a scent of death on her. Morgan does. To you. Nadine smells like sunshine. Naval actually smells like sunshine. Nadval has the scent of fire to him almost. Despite his dark appearance.
But yes, if there's anyone who might have answers, I would be grateful.
I can contact father this evening. He has been very busy with making sure Lord Decimus does not die. I dropped the diamond on my desk. My grandmother gave me a resin diamond and I dropped it.
That looks delicious.
Do you want the snack? I have, like, Nadine just has fucking diamonds laying around here. You know?
She is royalty. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
mean, actually, if you're offering, I am quite peckish.
what would you like to eat?
Gemstones?
Okay, she, like, summons some sort of servant. Can you go get, like, a plate of whatever rocks I have downstairs? And by rocks, you guys get the sense that she means, like, shinies. And she's like, she's a little confused, but she does it. She's like, do you, I know this is probably a really stupid question, but I don't know much about dragons. Do you want it heated up?
Did you basically just ask me, does he want a microwave dinner of gemstones? Is this where we're at?
Would you like it heated up? That's good. That's good.
Oh, Christ.
I don't remember the last time I laughed.
Naval is just like,
No, I do not want it heated up.
oh, okay. Just bring the gemstones upstairs. Don't put them in the oven for any time at all. Just bring them up.
Who puts gemstones in the oven?
Wait, was she going to suggest she put it in the oven, not like a camp, like a open fire or anything?
That's
or
what I
flame?
meant, like the stone ovens where you've got like the.
Okay, because I was like, why?
Don't put them in the microwave, okay?
They get all soggy and shit.
Machini's just like, what's an oven?
But also, you guys can roll perception on her if you want to see if you guys notice something.
Does Pashini get advantage because she's literally braiding her hair?
Oh, Morrigan.
Goodness.
Never
Oh, I
mind,
was
don't
really
need
hoping
it.
Morrigan would see it.
Wow, I see almost as much as Pashini does with godlike perception.
You guys see sounds. You guys all but Morrigan, for some reason, notice there is a ring on her left hand.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You just see Pashini go, ooh, shiny.
It
Is
is
that
a
a ring?
red stone.
Tasty.
That's very pretty.
What is?
That. And she points at the ring. She's got like a little flower in her hand, like, and some of like, Nadine's hair. And just,
Naval
like,
kind of just looks to the side like, I have nothing to
Are
do
you
with
guys
this.
getting married? And then are you gonna have little tiny children? I can make them flower crowns.
They roll insight on her when you ask that question.
Oh, that's. Can we all roll insight on that question?
19.
That's a terrible roll for me. 13.
Oh, can we all
you can
like we
roll.
all heard, right?
Morgan, you can roll with advantage, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And okay.
Okay, that looks awful.
Roll one
I have
more.
a +9. What the heck?
Morgan.
Okay.
Morgan and Reimer and both, you know something about the Nephilim. Pashini, she kind of looks sad when you said that. Morgan and Reimer, you know that the Nephilim cannot generally. There's very, very few of them that can reproduce. And she doesn't know that she's one of those ones. So.
Pashini's gonna hug her 'cause I think Pashini's okay. As much as Pashini looks like she's stupid, she's really not. she can pick things up. It's just more of she just does not give a crap. she's just gonna hug her. She's not going to know the Nephilim thing. She's gonna get a sense that she thinks that Nadine doesn't think she can, and she's just gonna whisper, it's like, it's okay, we'll find a way.
Oh, Nadine just
yeah, and then she's just gonna continue druid crafting flowers and stuff.
But yeah, we're running out of time. So
the thing is, Sid heads out that he's gonna go. My lady, you said that Decimus was injured?
my
Supposed to
father
be
is
careful.
charged with making sure that Decimus and some of the other Arcadians are safe. The Morning Lord has requested that we do not get involved directly because this is an Arcadian issue. But if they seem to be in danger, my father and the rest of them are permitted to intervene.
But we have not gotten there, correct?
I don't know. With the death of Florian, it is possible that my father now has permission to intervene, but I need to speak with him or speak with the Morning Lord to find out.
That makes sense. Will you let me know if you find anything more?
I will summon Father this evening. Whether or not he shows up, I don't know. Or we could speak with Decimus if you have a way to contact him.
I don't say anything to that. I just kind of
She just shrugs.
nod.
She knows. But yeah, so we're gonna have to call it there because that's time. But Maddie, if you want to come back when we have another session, that's fine. We won't have one next week because I'll be in Seattle.
I know, me too.
I get to hug you for realsies.
I know.
But yeah, so the next session will be the week after next. So if you want to join us for that, feel free. So you can finish the stuff. Otherwise, I'll just NPC him myself. But yeah, so that's what we've got for today. I had fun watching this unfold because this was great. Some lore was dropped today that you guys didn't know. Some things about the archangels and the dragon.
There could be more.
There could be more if Adrian is willing to speak or shows up, or Decimus, or whoever, or Magnus is alive. But yeah, that's all we've got for today, chat. Thank you for watching. But again, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord and the merch store and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, if you guys wanna say where they can find you.
You know, so nerdwear. What the nerds wear. And drink from.
Mine's in my car. My Tumblr's in my car.
I literally have 5 right next to me.
I only have the one with my channel name on it. I need to get more.
I need to get one.
They're
Do it.
They're really good.
Do it.
I know there are a couple items pretty soon. I think we'll be able to reduce shipping costs to Australia on.
So good. I'm used to having to pay $60 for shipping or something.
I know, that's the thing.
insane.
It sucks. Thankfully, we don't really charge that much to ship to Australia. But it's the time.
Even if it's $10,
you know?
$15, it's 100% fine because I'm so used to it. It's more of I will check how much it is, and then I'll be like, okay, that's the amount I need. So.
I mean, honestly, international, it's all the same. So if it's accessories, I think it's $7.49 or something like that.
It also depends on the weight.
Yeah. For us, we have flat costs, so we have flat rates, so we do the flat rates to the customers and stuff like that. So yeah. But I think for some sweatshirts and I think mugs or something like that, like white mugs, I think we're going to be able to like reduce and because they can be printed there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we have a couple things. So anyway, but there's a big t-shirt sale going on. Buy one, get one, 35% off. And yeah.
Do it. I'm just gonna get a Palpatine gift to flash on screen every time I say that.
Well, I'm Ray. You can find me at Ray Transitional on Twitter and crystallize me in Discord and just about everywhere else. You can catch me here on Welcome to the Party channel, scattered out through a few shows. This one, of course. Sometimes I'll be on Side Quests, which is Monday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a one-shot series that we have going on. Sometimes on there. We're on break at the moment, and we'll return November 25th. And then you can also catch me on 3V Vibrant Visible Victorious, which is an all POC one shot series that's held Sundays at 8 Eastern, I believe.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
8:30.
yeah,
8:30,
8:30
somewhere
Eastern.
around there. Like our
Right.
like our usual prep times, like 5-ish if you're PS,
Right.
and then it's like 5:30, which is
Right,
like
right.
8:30 for the Eastern time block.
But that is also on break as well. So as soon as that going, you'll see me scattered throughout there as well. That's it for me.
And I can take the lead on for the next person. Hi everyone, Phoenix24Fem on Twitter, Angela and other places, or Philosophem on Patreon, where you can find a lot of my writings, mostly poetry, but also essay work that I just shared. The fall equinox piece that I wrote as part of Art for Ourselves, QTPOC online publications fall equinox series, and I am actually part of the reason why SideQuest is going to be on a break, because I am joining Ren Knowles, Kupo Knight, and a few other folks for a little short shot series of Michtam that's going to be happening in the SideQuest slot over the next 4 weeks. So we're all going to be playing small, adorable, rodent-like creatures who are all cute. And yeah, you can catch me on there, possibly as a bard. I am a singing rodent, so I am truly sticking to my roots on this. But yeah, that's where you can find me on there. Oh, and also as the DM for a homebrew world of 5e Saturday nights at I think it's 10:30 p.m. Eastern time for Adventures in Agni, an all POC 5e group in a homebrew world of my own creation. That's me.
I guess I'll get it. I'm Nuka Puka on all social media. I am an artist. I am also in Ori's Monday game. Which interesting stuff has happened.
Yeah, you done messed up,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah. I messed up very badly, but it's okay.
You just made yourself the #1 target in the entire Fae course, that's all.
Yeah. At the moment, I am currently working on putting my environment design for Dungeons and Dragons back on the table for commissions, which is basically me drawing landscapes, villages, and towns, like actually like concept art wise for dungeon masters, so they can show their players what their world essentially looks like. That will be coming, hopefully be open in February, maybe January next year. I've got a lot to do and figure out. And you can pretty much keep updated on that on Twitter. So, yeah, which is just Nuka Puka.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm last. Hi, I'm because Rafa on Twitter, because you can find me here in this game on most Friday evenings, of course not next week. But you can also find me at 7 p.m. UK time, which I believe is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. at the moment until
2
we get
p.m.
the
Yeah.
time. Yeah. On the Eastern time on the Blood the Thames channel. doing Blood and the Nemesis, which is a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. Which, if you're not, if you are unfamiliar with the game, please be warned, it is a horror game. But if you are into that, please come and join. I'm a brewer for this one.
Ah.
Yes, my gang is dead. So in the last game, yeah, it's so fun.
You can find me at the Lady Ori with the underscores in it. Pretty much everywhere except for my art station. It is, I don't remember, it's on my Twitter. It is linked on my Twitter. I can't remember what I put my art station as. But that is where you can find my portfolio. I have commissions open until midnight tonight. I have 3 slots open. So if you want one, get it today, because they're going to be closed until like the end of November, because I need to work on personal stuff and haven't had a chance yet. So we will do that. I run a Homebrew Fae only game on Mondays on my channel called Shadows and Starlight. Right here. And big things are happening. The season finale is going to be Monday, and then we'll have a week or 2 week break depending on certain scheduling issues.
I think for Blood Mage it depends, because on the 11th he's got it.
It might be a 2 week break. I don't know yet. It depends on how Monday goes. But
and I'm playing a Puka.
Yeah.
My name.
I also play in a Curse of Strahd game on my channel, set every random Saturday, which we were playing tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I am playing Nadine pre this game. So she is a Moon Druid, and I will be playing her, and we are... I forgot what we're doing. So I forgot where we are in Barovia. I don't have my notebook. It's somewhere in that shelf of things. I also have a little store on So No Rare, so if you want to find some of my stuff, you can find it there. Use Faye, all cap letters, to get 10% off. But yeah, that's all I've really got. You can find all the VODs for Shadows and Starlight on my YouTube, which is linked in my Twitter and my Discord, I think. So... But yeah, that's all we have today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Maddie, for playing the dragon.
Oh, one thing. I do have a show premiering this Sunday. A new show called Backstory. It's one-on-one, in-depth interviews, and my first guest is at Saverick, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna get really take a deep dive into his backstory, and get to really know the person behind the screen. So that'll be every other Sunday, and it's going to be 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, on my Twitch channel. So, because that's what I do. I host talk shows.
I think you're doing. Did you say you're doing Josh this week?
Yeah, Josh is this week, and then 2 weeks from now, I've got Yormir. And then 2 weeks after that is EMK Hansen, or Emma, for those in the community that know and love Emma. So, got some great guests, and should be a lot of fun. But, you know, I'm doing so many things, but, you know, we got to go.
Also, this coming weekend, not this weekend right now, but next weekend is Extra Life for Dumpstack Charisma. You catch me, Maddie, and Nuka on there. I will be DMing Legend of the Five Rings at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll be playing a 5e game before that. Maddie's running a game. We're going to have a lot of fun, so you guys should
running Retroverse, and at 7:30 in the morning.
At 3 a.m., Maddie, 3 a.m. with a system I'm
Hey,
not very familiar
You're a night owl, okay? I would rather run a game at 3 a.m. than 7 a.m.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not bitching. I love that I'm running it at 3 a.m., but it's just such a random time.
Well, yeah, he asked me that. He's like, do you mind running a game at 3 a.m.? And I said, why are you picking on the old guy? So he made it worse.
But yeah, we are raising money for Seattle Children's Hospital, I think. So there's going to be prizes, giveaways. I'm going to have prints that I'll give away and some stuff like that. So go check it out. It's Dumpstack Charisma on Twitch and Twitter. So go give them a follow. Go hang out. They're good guys. I love them.
They're the best guys.
They're the best. they're so good. So, but yeah, we'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.